Hey there, TigerShark here. I was feeling real lazy this week, so I didn't do a movie illustration. Instead, I'm drawing a new design for a t-shirt. I own a printing company called Studio Duck Apparel. I make artwork and print it on t-shirts and other things. I sell these online and at local markets. So I'll talk about my process for creating designs. First is the idea, obviously. In this case, I'm working on a line of dinosaur mushroom hybrids. It was just a random idea I had. So first, I sketched the idea in my sketchpad, which is the reference image I imported into my Illustrator document. I personally think he's cuter if I don't add in a mouth or nose. I'm not quite sure why, it's just how I like it. Then I use a drawing tablet to trace the reference. In this case, I'm tracing in red so I can see it easily over the reference image. I go over all the outlines first. Then I switch it to black. I started trying to do the shading with the brush tool, but I didn't like how it was coming out, so I just used that as a reference. After hiding the reference photo, I started using the pen tool to make the shading look the way that I wanted to, using the brush shading as a vague reference. Some people hate the pen tool, but it's pretty much my best friend when I'm working in Illustrator. This part took quite a while. Then I closed up the spots so that I can fill them in, finally picking a color I like. And I do this with the rest of the drawing as well, closing the shapes so I can fill the colors. Then I took the whole body outline and copied it to the background to fill the color. There's probably a better way to do that, but this is how I do it. So at this point I'm nearly done, I just need to start figuring out what actual colors I'm going to use. And of course I added a shadow. At a certain point I also realized I have a blue light filter on my PC and I should probably turn it off so I can see what the actual colors look like. So this here is the final image with the final colors. Oh, and I fixed the weird bump I accidentally put on his head. There may be minute changes here and there that I'll make to it in the future, but unless that happens, this is the final product. This design will hopefully be for sale on my website in the next couple weeks, along with a couple other dinosaur mushrooms. In the meantime, feel free to check out all the other silly designs I've made over at StudioDuckApparel.com. A percentage of every purchase will be donated to a non-profit company called Destiny Rescue. They rescue children from human trafficking. You can learn more about them at destinyrescue.org. If you'd like to see more content like this, let me know in the comments. So anyway, this has been Drawing with TigerShark. I hope your day is improved and your life is spectacular. I have other channels and projects that I would love for you to check out. I have another channel called Okano Gaming where I post indie game reviews and satirical League of Legends content. I have an EP on Spotify called 5,555 Miles as my one-man band called Power Mouse. And finally, I have a clothing brand called Studio Duck Apparel featuring original artwork that I create myself. The links to these things will all be in the description.